Another jiu-jitsu related post. We had open mats today, and there was a guy there that I had trained with like a few months back, maybe like 6 months. It had been a while since I trained with him, and I remember him being tough. Like the last time we trained together, I bested him, but I remember it being a hard sparring session. He was aggressive, he was strong, and I was afraid of sparring with this guy today. And so I finished up with one sparring session, then was waiting kind of for the next one to finish. And when it finished, I walked over and asked him to spar. And I just said, okay, I'm afraid of this guy. Let me go face my fear. And I kicked this guy's butt. I mean, like from start to finish, it wasn't even close. So that was cool, because it showed me how much better I've been getting. And, it's like another data point along the lines of what I've been getting recently, that I've gotten a lot better. And so that feels good. That was a nice, just kind of like life lesson type of thing. Like I really did not want to spar with this guy. And, thankfully I forced myself to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know how much better I had gotten. And I don't know how much he trains, probably not as much as I do, but it was like he stood still and I kept going. And that's a good feeling. And I guess that's one potential outcome of just consistency. When you keep going, it doesn't really matter what everybody else is doing. You're just doing your best day in and day out. But then you run up against somebody who hasn't been as consistent as you, and that's when the contrast really comes to the fore. Because the guys I train with day to day, we're all getting better together. There's some days when they best me, some days when I best them, and it's hard to really gauge. But then you go out of your normal group and you go against somebody new, and maybe there's somebody who is scary, and then you do it and you're like, oh wait, that guy should have been scared of me. Which is actually another thing I've been thinking about. Like, I have a tournament coming up in 2 weeks, and I get nervous for competition. Like competition scares me, and I'm starting to think like maybe these guys ought to be scared of me versus the other way around. Because I've been training, I've been doing my work, and nothing's guaranteed. I don't know how things are going to go, but they should probably at least be just as nervous about me as I am about them.